Hi, my name is Kayla Schumann.
Hi, my name is Lauren Schrott. Today we are sharing with you our final project for our Integrative Connective course series at LVC. In the fall 2019 semester, we completed the Natural Science course in which we learned more about the ways that the brain affects wellness. We also took a Humanities course in which we learned about the various forms of mental illness and how they affect the creative mind. This semester, we have been taking a Social Science course in which we learned how social and economic issues factor into mental health care. For this integration course, we were required to use approaches and information acquired in all three courses to complete an integration project that is designed to create a difference in our local community and mental health care. We had the freedom to tackle the question, how can we make a difference? This site was our response.
Start the Conversation is a nonprofit organization that specializes in the creation of cards to start the conversation about mental illness. Mental illness is a widespread topic across the U.S. that does not get the attention that it needs. We're here to end stigma, start the conversation, and help take the first step to helping those who are affected by mental illness. From our research, we learned that in 2017, there were an estimated 46.6 million adults aged 18 or older in the U.S. with any kind of mental disorder. This number represented 18.9% of all U.S. adults. Young adults aged 18 to 25 years old had the highest prevalence of any mental disorder, coming in at 25.8%, compared to adults aged 26 to 49 years old of only 22.2%. And aged 50 and higher, they only had 13.8%. An estimated 49.5% of adolescents had a mental disorder. These statistics are high, so why don't we talk about it more? Why is it so taboo to mention mental health? Start the Conversation aims to knock down these barriers and normalize the talk about mental health.
To do so, we created this site where we will design and host cards for people to send to their family and friends to start the conversation about mental health. Our goal is to make each card unique and to bring a smile to people's faces. The goal is that when someone receives a card in the mail, they will keep it as a reminder that they are not alone in whatever they are facing. Each card also has mental health resources listed on the back.
First things first, I'm going to walk you through the functionality of our site. As digital communications majors, Lauren and I learned how to code websites from scratch, which is what we did for this project. As you can see, this is the landing page of our site. This is what we call a hero image, what is meant to grab the user's attention as soon as they reach the site. I created this hero image on Photoshop, and I really wanted it to emphasize how easy it is to participate in our movement. I broke it down into 3 easy steps: print, cut, and send. You can also see our logo on the top left, which I also made in Photoshop. And if you click on our mission up here in the nav bar, it will scroll down to our next section. However, you can of course also just scroll up and down the page. The mission section holds the aim of our project as well as the mental health statistics that I shared with you earlier. These stats come right from the National Institute of Mental Health. Going down to our next section, we have our featured cards. This was not something we originally planned on doing, but we thought it would be a good idea to make some cards regarding the current pandemic. As you can see, we also included some suggestions from the CDC. Lauren will talk more about these cards in a little bit, but just to show you the functionality, if you click on the download card button, it'll take you to a PDF of the card in a new tab. Then from there, all you have to do is download and print the card. Our goal was to make it super easy for users. Moving down, we get to the rest of our cards. These cards apply at any time to any mental health disorder. Again, we'll talk more about them in a little bit. Lastly, we get to our contact section. Any user can fill out this form and your message will be sent to Lauren and I through email. We put a lot of time and effort into the functionality of this site. Not only does it work on computers, but it also works for phone screen sizes as well. And for those of you who don't know much about coding, here's a quick look at some of the thousands of lines of code that we use to make this site.
Now that we talked about the functionality of the site, let's get into the cards. I came up with the concepts and written messages for the cards, and Kayla came up with the designs. Our major is digital communications, and our concentrations are communications and design, so this worked out perfectly. Our first card is a thank you card for frontline employees who are working throughout this pandemic. Our second card is a thank you card for grocery store employees who are continuing to keep food on our tables. The next card is a lighthearted get well soon card for someone who's fighting the virus. Lastly, for our COVID-19 cards, we have a You're Not Alone card that can apply to anyone, but we specifically made it with the elderly in mind. Going down to our general mental health cards, we have a card that asks the question, do you want to talk? Sometimes people are going through something, but they feel like a burden if they reach out. You can start the conversation by asking them if they want to talk. The next card lets someone know that you're there for them. Reminding someone that you're there for them can make all the difference in the world. The next card serves as a reminder that your loved ones deserve to get better. Everyone deserves to get better, but sometimes we forget when we're the ones that are hurting. Sometimes all we need is a reminder to take care of ourselves. Our last card is a just checking in card. It starts the conversation about how your loved one is doing and lets them know that you're thinking about them.
Overall, we are super proud of this project and we are looking forward to helping aid in ending the stigma surrounding the discussion about mental health. We hope this presentation inspired you to start the conversation with your loved ones. Stay safe and thank you for listening.